Hey there, guys, gals, and non-binary pals. So, from where I'm sitting right this moment to Dublin, 15 kilometres or 9.5 miles, to Cork, 211 kilometres or 131 miles, to Edinburgh, 358 kilometres or 220 miles, to Newcastle, 364 kilometres or 226 miles, to London, 478 kilometres or 297 miles, to New Orleans, 6,980 kilometres or 4,330 miles, and to Vancouver, 7,150 kilometres, 4,447 miles. What has that got to do with anything? Why in the hell is a world this small so fracking huge? So when you're watching this, I will be in the process of getting ready to go for dinner with my friend Tegan, who is extremely important to me, that I wouldn't be alive today except for Tegan and a couple of other people who know exactly who they are. Having friends that you can call on and you know will absolutely have your back is the most important thing in the world. This one's going to be a tearful one. It matters more than anything, because at the end of the day, your friends are the family you've actually managed to choose. You've found them, or they've found you, and it's been very difficult to find them. And it's rare to find a friend you know would go to prison for you, that you know would have no hesitation in doing anything to protect you or anything to help you, that would sacrifice anything for you. And I have a few of them, and we're scattered to the four winds. We're in all of those places. There's Jean in Edinburgh, there's my brother in Newcastle, Anya and Kiwi in Dublin, there's Nades, Foxy P. Cox, who, by the way, great burlesquer, look her up, Shell Todd, Shell Duffy, Erin in Cork, Tegan in New Orleans, Claire in Vancouver, who's having her second child, and I'm so happy about that. I've literally held my fairy goth child once because she's so far away, and I can reach out and contact any of them at any time with WhatsApp or Spotify or just by recording a vlog, but I can't reach out and touch them, and it's hard. The ones that are closer, the ones that are not separated by a sea or an ocean and an entire continent, I can theoretically meet for coffee, but with my physical and mental health, it's almost impossible. The ones that are separated from me by a sea or an ocean and a continent, it's up to the winds of fate. And by the way, Alyssa and Jack, I hadn't forgotten ye. I'm just in a mess right now. It's really hard. And while I love how there was a tradition in Ireland where if someone left the country, you held a wake for them, a celebration for someone who has died, because for the longest time, people leaving this country might as well have died. They vanished, often forever. People left and you never ever found out what happened to them. That happened with my great uncle, and it's only in recent years I discovered his granddaughter, my cousin. Hey Amanda. Hey Grace. People vanished, but now they don't vanish anymore, not that way. And in some ways it's better, and in some ways I think it's worse, because when you know you're never ever going to see someone again, you grieve, you recover, and you walk away.
But the world being so small and yet so vast means that, for me at least, there's this continuous tearing at my heart. Oh. So, in case any of you ever wondered why this channel was created, this was my way of being able to touch those people. And mostly it works. Mostly. Doesn't mean I don't miss them. I do terribly. I miss little things. Sitting in my living room and watching a dumb kids movie with Jean. Sitting in Jack's living room, whether it's his mom's living room or his own living room, with him and Alyssa and a load of our mutual friends, and just having a fun time. Going for coffee or lunch with Claire and Tegan. Just seeing my brother. Spending time with Nates and talking about computer games. And talking about everything. And there's so many other people. There's too many for me to actually list. Because if I try, I'll leave people out. But yeah, it's difficult. It's very difficult. And you add in the fact that I don't see a lot of people day to day because of my health. It's very difficult for me to leave the house. I have to prepare for days ahead of time to be able to go and do something that doesn't involve going immediately to somebody else's house within 15 or 20 minutes. And that makes it very difficult to spend time with people, and that means I don't see a lot of people. And while I'm far from a hermit, it does leave me somewhat more isolated than the average person. And I think in some ways it really is the reason I treasure my friends and I treasure the people in my life so much more when I do see them. And why I tend to end up in tears when I do. And I remember at Jean's wedding, and the two of us we were chatting over for a few seconds before I went back to the hotel. And it was literally trying not to cry. And I'm pretty sure she was trying not to cry. And yeah, it was interesting to say the least. Oh, Kira and Amy. See, this is why I don't do lists, because my brain does not work well with that. Oh, fuck. I guess this is really just me saying that I love you all a lot. Tegan, Spencer, I'm going to miss you like crazy. And everyone else, I miss you like crazy too. So, yeah, I'm going to stop this now. Anyway, have a great evening, and I'll talk to you all again soon.